Good morning and welcome inside the Vail Health and Wellness Center as we get set for our final day this Sunday, the medal round for the Pool A division. I'm Noel Vogel, he's Alec Murray. We're getting set moments away from the bronze medal match. It'll be Alberta against BC. They've seen each other once already in this tournament, Alec, and BC ended up coming back in that game and winning 2-1, a very close match for Alberta. Only scored 3 goals in this tournament so far. What can we expect from this game, Alec?
Well, and again, not to harp on the same thing we've harped on all tournament long, but the goaltending for BC is going to be massive. It's been excellent all tournament long. Mitchell Garrett, one of the top goaltenders in this tournament, he's going to be a big reason why BC is in the spot that they're in, here to clinch a bronze medal in the A division. You got to circle another one as well, Matteo Pellizzari, massive player for BC. He's their best player overall. He flies around the ice, and for Alberta, how do you contain him? No Bullchild in the lineup for Alberta here this morning in this in this bronze medal game, so that's a big loss for them. But for Alberta, how do you contain Pellizzari, and how do you find the back of the net behind Garrett?
Well, it's going to be keeping him outside of the middle, and for the captain of Alberta, Micah Kovacevic, been really their top dog on their main line for Team Alberta, and he's going to have to come and show out today in what will be a very tight-fought match. And speaking of Mitchell Garrett, I had the pleasure of talking with him yesterday. He came up to the press box, and not only is he such a great para-hockey player, just a super genuine and very, very nice human being. And we talked about his story before in that ATV accident he had and how he's paralyzed from the legs down. He also talked about how he's unable to use his core as he has no movement in his abdomen areas, and still able to be such an elite athlete and do what he's done all tournament. Such a spectacular story. But for now, we're gonna head it down to center ice as we got a ceremony for the opening puck drop here for the bronze medal game of the 2024 National Para-Hockey Championship Pool A division.
Running events like this are impossible without the significant contributions from organizations, businesses, and members of the community. Prior to the puck drop, we would like to take this time to thank our presenting partners, the Ontario Hockey Federation, the Ontario Sledge Hockey Association, the Brock Niagara Penguins, and the Niagara Thunderblades, as well as the City of Port Colborne. We now ask that you direct your attention towards center ice for our ceremonial puck drop. Hockey fans, please welcome to the ice for the ceremonial puck drop, the President and CEO of Hamilton Oshawa Port Authority, Mr. Ian Hamilton, as well as Kevin Rempel, a member of the 2014 bronze medal champions. We now ask that the team captains please come to center ice. Micah Kovacevic and Peggy Asink. Thank you very much. And as a thank you to Ian and the Hamilton Oshawa Port Authority, we would like to present you with this framed poster from the event. Your support has made all of this possible. Presenting this poster is Mr. Tim Dool. Tim is the chair of the 2024 National Para-Hockey Championship Organizing Committee. Thank you, Ian Hamilton and Kevin Rempel, as well as Mr. Tim Dool. Fans, we now ask that you please rise if you are able to and remove your hats for the playing of our national anthem. Let's get ready for our bronze medal game between Team BC and Team Alberta.
So the national anthem finishes off that opening ceremony. Great to see some people being recognized down at center ice as we get moments away. Set for the bronze medal match for the Pool A division. It'll be BC against Team Alberta here on a wonderful morning in Port Colborne on the final day of the 2024 National Para Hockey Championships. Happy long weekend. I'm Noel Vogel. Alongside me, Alec Murray. This morning, we got one more game as well to follow this. It'll be the gold medal match. One to look out for. Ontario against Quebec for first place in this year's tournament. But for now, we got to decide number 3. And in net, we already talked about for BC, Mitchell Garrett on the other side. Tyson Reitfeld in between the pipes for Alberta. And here we go. Off the center ice draw, it'll be Thorowski for Alberta to send that puck in. Griffin in the high slot with a chance early on and off the mask of Garrett. In and behind the goal, Hartley knocking Griffin off the puck. It'll squirt out to Sisson on the far side. Twisting and turning around, trying to find a gap. And he'll get bumped off the puck. Trying to find Wiedemann in behind. Centering pass. Tested early. Garrett makes another stop. Sisson. Griffin in front. That one blocked by Hurst, and it never got to Garrett in goal.
Well, Mitchell Garrett right into this hockey game right off the bounce, and Garrett a couple of big saves for Team BC right away here as Team Alberta pressing early in this one.
Hartley can't get it out. Good forecheck in by Brendan Sisson. He gets knocked off, able to get it over to Griffin, but just in front of him. He'll have to collect on the near side hash. Trying to center it in front and never found a body of a Team Alberta player. Sisson able to stay upright. Will throw that one in behind the goal line. Thorowski behind Garrett. He's bumped by Hurst. Hartley coming in relief, and Brendan Hurst will now have a chance to clear for BC. Thrown out front, almost a dangerous giveaway. But finally, BC able to clear their zone. Asink will throw that one across the red line, but turn right back to Alberta. Thorowski's lost both sticks and will allow Asink to pick that puck up. Titmarsh will loft that puck to the near side boards, and Rose will collect just inside his own zone. Move at the red line, blue line from Titmarsh, and it's going to be called offside. Just outside the Team Alberta zone.
Well, for Team Alberta, yet to have a win in this tournament, and wouldn't it be an excellent time to get one here in this third place bronze medal game? Again, when they saw BC earlier in the round robin, they lost a tight one, 2-1. And these medal games, especially last night, starting it off with that B final, was excellent, excellent hockey as we continue to get better and better. And here's the 2-on-1.
A very good opportunity on the break. Here's Matteo Pellizzari in on Reitfeld, around, scores! The top goal scorer for British Columbia strikes once again, and it's number 22 in white, Matteo Pellizzari, to get the first goal of this bronze medal game.
Well, look at Pellizzari, so good on the edges, just able to work his way into the Alberta zone. He'll weave through up top, and he's able to beat the goaltender Reitveld around on the near side. What a move for Pellizzari, and he continues his excellent offensive play for British Columbia in this tournament.
Off the draw, it'll be in possession of Alberta. That pass skipped off Moss' stick. She's able to recollect down in the corner. Trying to get it in front to Kovacevic. He lost out, and Hurst and Pellizzari will tag team Ma and get that puck out to the blue line, but Top's able to keep it in. He'll get the return feed from Nippert as he stops up just behind the goal line. Kovacevic gets the drop-off pass, centering in front, and just wide on the shot. In front from Toms. Kovacevic surveying the D, will try and throw it in front, looking for Nippert. And he'll get stuck just in the high slot. Kovacevic able to poke that puck free. The Team Alberta captain knocked off stride, and away comes Team BC. Through center now, here's Brendan Hurst. Wired that one high and wide. It'll square out to the near side board, put back in by Ben Mapes. Kovacevic back in his own zone will start this breakout for Alberta. Pass misfired, and Rivard will go back in his own zone. Trying to look for the breakout and turned over in a dangerous area. Here's Kovacevic. Trying to get an inch of space, shot on, and Mitchell Garrett gloves that one down for a face-off.
BC trying to respond here to the early Pellizzari goal. Alberta trying to respond here to the early Pellizzari goal for BC, and it's their leader Kovacevic snapping one on goal, but you're going to have to do more than that to beat Mitchell Garrett.
That face-off won in their own zone by BC, and they'll clear all the way down the ice, and it'll just have enough. But the icing's going to be waved off, so Sisson's going to have to go back into his own zone to collect that puck. He turns it over. That pass cross ice will find LaBrosse on the near side. He holds up, trying to fire that one in front, and Hartley was sitting there on the back door, but a great read by Tyson Reitveld in goal for Alberta as he gloves that one down. 10:23 left in this first period. A 1-0 lead for British Columbia off of a Matteo Pellizzari breakaway goal. So off the offensive draw, it's Team BC to take possession. Trying to drop that one off for Pellizzari, and it's going to be our first penalty of the game. It'll go against Thorowski as he picks up the 2-minute minor for holding. As see if we can take a look at that replay, and BC, after getting up early, is going to go on their first power play opportunity.
Well, for Team Alberta now, this is a big kill they're going to have early on here in this hockey game. Again, already 1-0 for BC, and you wouldn't like to see that get up to 2 here on the man advantage. That shot right off the faceoff.
Pellizzari's going to get there first on that loose puck and set up now for BC. Cross ice pass, Hurst in the slot, couldn't get the shot off, will drop it off Pellizzari. In on goal, scores! Too easy for Matteo Pellizzari. Double twos has got 2 in this first period. As only 16 seconds into the power play for BC, and they double their lead.
Well, that didn't take long. Pellizzari, again, the guy that you don't want the puck on his stick heading toward the goal. He picks up that loose puck just out front of the Alberta goal, and he's able to work his way around. And the kid already's got 2 here in this first 5 minutes of this hockey game, and BC is rolling here. And for a team that struggled to score goals all tournament long, already up 2-0 here, just 5 minutes in.
Alberta gonna have to come from behind once more. After 2 goals early in this game, only 5 in change passed in this first period, and Mateo Pellizzari's got 2 for BC.
How about that game last night, Noah, that we saw Manitoba and New Brunswick? I know you had the call on that one, and you got here this morning and you were like, that game was absolutely outstanding. And another overtime game yesterday, and what was it, 1.8 seconds left on the clock?
1.8 seconds. It was Logan Munden who not only scored the time goal with 3 minutes left in regulation, got the game winner in overtime to give New Brunswick the golds in the B pool final. But we didn't think we would see a better game that day than that Ontario BC game, but we were just blessed with that game and how it finished. It was such an exciting game from start to finish. And again, a congratulations to Team New Brunswick, who took gold yesterday in what was such a hard-fought battle against Manitoba, who both teams really deserved that gold medal, but only one could win it. And it was Team New Brunswick on the back of their MVP, Eddie Duran, in goal, and Logan Munden with a pair of goals to win that game for them.
Those two teams went back and forth all tournament long. New Brunswick started with a win in round robin, and then Manitoba got them back the next day in the round robin, and then again able to make their way back to that B final. And what a great little 3-game series we were blessed with, as that puck is somehow in the back of the net.
Wow, and I believe it went on the back side of Mitchell Garrett. So out of nowhere, the captain for Alberta, Micah Kovacevic, gets a goal for Team Alberta and has now cut this lead in half, as it seemed just kind of like a broken play. Kovacevic was in behind Garrett in goal and was trying to center that pass in front, and it was able to go off the backside of Garrett's pad and in behind. So Team Alberta on the board in this first period. We got a game on our hands.
That's a big one for Alberta to get early here after going down 2-0. And yeah, it wasn't pretty, but that's their leader again, Kovacevic. He's been Alberta's guy, and just like that, we got a 1-goal hockey game.
So Alberta, some life in this first period as Tops will dump that puck in behind the goal line. Rivert in after it. He's bumped by Griffin. Wiedemann trying to get it from underneath his sled. Hartley poking in after it. Hartley will come out with possession and try and clear for BC. Puck squirts out on the near side. Tom's able to keep it in the zone. Griffin making his move, trying to center it in front. It was too far in front of King. She'll have to turn back. She'll look to fire that one in front, blocked in front by Rivert. And it's going to be held on the far side post by Mitchell Garrett for a face-off. 7:03 left in this first period as we take a look at that goal, and yeah, just trying to center that one in front was Kovacevic, and slid a little too far. Garrett got that sled out, and it was just enough to bank it in off the back and in the BC net as another save for Garrett off the face-off.
Well, for Alberta, you get what you can get, and you'll take it against Mitchell Garrett. And again, not the prettiest looking goal, but it finds its way across that red stripe, and that's all that matters at the end of the day.
Puck played up the far side boards and chasing in after it. BC in Ben Mapes. He loses out to Skiffington and will fight for that puck just in front of the Team Alberta zone. Pellizzari already 2 goals in this game as he enters the zone, drops it off for Hurst. He couldn't hold on to that pass, and Sisson will clear the danger. Kept just in front of the red line by LaBrosse. Will throw that puck back into the Alberta zone. Skiffington back in relief. Will throw that one up the far side board, and a deflection, giving Kovacevic a chance to get to that puck, but he's beat to it by Hurst. head-to-head collision there. Nippard able to knock that puck loose. Kovacevic will enter the zone, fires it in on goal. Garrett got a glove save, but couldn't hold on. LaBrose plays it up the near side, and nobody there holding the line, so Tops will have to go back and restart this breakout for Alberta. He turns it over. Pellizzari, one-on-one with Sisson. Looking for the hat trick in this first period. Couldn't get the shot off. It was blocked in front and cleared to the far side. Here's Kovacevic through the neutral zone with speed. He's got Nippard with him. Takes this one left, fires right on, and Garrett strong to it, makes the save and covers up for a face-off.
Well, we've really been back and forth here this entire period. Both teams with really good scoring chances. Pellizzari, of course, with 2, but Alberta not going away as they've gotten a little bit of momentum after their goal to cut this lead to a 2-1 game with about 5 minutes to go here in this first period.
Ever since that Mateo Kovacevic goal, it's been back and forth, chance after chance for both sides in this first period with a little over 5 minutes remaining. Rivert trying to loft that puck into the center. A Sink will hold it and look for the streaking Hartley, trying to get it through, but a good stick by Toms to stop that rush. It'll be thrown in by the Sinky, and Hartley's going to go in after it. He collides with Toms on the near side boards and will regain possession for BC. Turning that one over, and Wieneman was through in on goal, but couldn't find that puck behind him. So back for it for BC, Titmarsh and Griffin. Trying to take that puck out, Lodge on the side boards. It's going to be offside at the Alberta line as Hartley tried to enter the offensive zone. And now both teams will get some changes with 4:17 left in this first. Still a 2-1 game in favor of BC, and this is how this matchup prior finished in the round robin as British Columbia came back after being down 1-0 for over 42 minutes in that game, scored 2 quick goals to take the lead and never looked back. And handed Alberta their 3rd loss of the round robin. That one squirts out. Hurst at the point. Shadowed there by Nippard, able to get some room. Can't get the shot off, will lay it off now for Mapes. He'll drop it again for Brendan Hurst. Pellizzari looking to the point, and Peggy Sink was a little too late to that puck, and will have to go back into her own zone and throw that one back across her own blue line. Hurst will regroup for BC, trying to fire that one through the neutral zone, went off the mask of mine. Sisson picks up that loose puck. Brendan Sisson, nice pass to Nippard. Kovacevic circling around the dots, looking for Nippard in front, and Garrett, stone cold save in front as he gets the pad down on Nippard.
Well, shots are now 8-3 in favor of Alberta in this first period, and you look at the scoreboard and it's 2-1 BC, so Alberta really pushing here at the end of this first frame.
Pellizzari is trying to get that puck out and will dump it all the way down for an icing. And like you said, after that Alberta goal, it's been all them in the latter half of this first period, and 3 shots only for BC, but 2 goals as they try to hold on to their lead, nearing down the end of this first frame. It'll be Griffin at the draw, and he wins it cleanly. Wiedemann in the high slot, fire blocker save by Garrett.
Best save of the period for Garrett. That's a tough read, and he was able to get that blocker on it.
Traffic in front and was still able to find that puck and make a big save. And that puck's going to get sent all the way down, and Skiffington will go back after it. Veneman colliding with a sink on that far side boards. Therowski chipping in after it. Veneman there for Team Alberta. Puck still stuck underneath the sled of a sink, and finally it'll get out. Alberta trying to break, but River back in defense. He'll lose it in behind his sled, and now here comes Team Alberta. Veneman fires that one just wide of the goal. As Garrett had the glove down, waiting for that shot. A sink will chip that one past the red line. Tops back for Team Alberta will start this breakout. Tops on the near side, able to get by a couple of the defenders, looking for Sisson. That pass just in front of him, and BC just holding on right now. Will chip that puck past center. Alberta gaining zone entry once again. Sisson able to knock that puck off of LaBrosse and throw it in back behind Garrett's goal. River, cross-ice pass looking for Hartley. Trying to break through Spong, and he'll get knocked off the puck. Therowski thrown into the boards, will shove it up to Veneman. He'll leave that puck for Kovacevic, who's able to break that check and dumps it in on Garrett, who steers that aside.
Shot number 11 here in this period for Team Alberta already.
Rose throws it back in, but a sink will clear. Spong couldn't hold on to that puck, and she gets it stuck under her sled with a little under 30 seconds left in this first period. Pellizzari, the lone goal scorer for BC. He's got 2 in this first period. He'll flip that puck up to the near side. Here's a sink. Trying to drop that pass over to Hillman, who couldn't quite reach it, and Alberta will clear it to center. And with time winding down, Tip Marshall will throw that puck just across the Alberta blue line, and that's going to do it for the first period. So lots of goals early on. It was Matteo Pellizzari with 2 early, 1 on the power play for BC, but Kovacevic able to get 1 back. And Alberta on the front foot right now after going down early, but cutting the lead for BC as we finish this first period 2-1. Final thoughts, Alec?
Well, it's exactly what we talked about off the top of this broadcast, Noah. What's it going to be for BC? We know Mitchell Garrett is Mitchell Garrett. We know he's going to be excellent. But again, Matteo Pellizzari, the X factor in this game. When he's on the ice, he's the best player on the ice at all times when double twos is out there. And again, 2 goals in this first period leading the way for BC. Nice to see them get their offense clicking early here in period number 1, Noah.
So Alberta leading the shot totals in that first period. A good push near the end after that Micah Kovacevic goal. They'll head into the dressing room still down 1. Lots to do in this game as both teams try and win that bronze medal on this final Sunday. Happy long weekend. I'm Noah Vogel. He's Alec Murray. We'll step aside for now. We'll be back for the second period action for the Pool A 2024 National Para Hockey Championships bronze medal match.
Are you ready for this? Ready to take chances? Will you push and break your limits? Are you ready to be a legend? It's time to storm the fortress. It's time to fight on the battlefield. Are you made for greatness? Writing history? Are you ready for this? Are you ready for this? To be a champion? Ready to change the system? Can you start a revolution? This is your moment. Are you ready to fight? To be fearless? This is the
Simply Financial Athletic Center.
Good morning. Welcome back inside for the second period of the bronze medal match for the 2024 Para Hockey Championship, the Pool A division. I'm Noah Vogel. He's Alec Murray. In an exciting first period, 3 goals on the board already. Team Alberta got that one near the end and have really been pushing in that first period, but BC still leading 2-1 after 2 very, very nice goals from that man right there, Matteo Pellizzari, as Alec, he was very dangerous in that first.
Well, Pellizzari's done what he's done all tournament long, and just be an outstanding para-hockey athlete. He just creates his own ice space. He's able to find the little spaces in between the netminder. He's able to find open ice. He's able to create that open ice, not just for himself, but other teammates, and he kind of just puts it all on his back. And then again, like I said, you take what you can get against Mitchell Garrett in goal, and Kovacevic and Team Alberta will definitely take that one as their leading point guy in Kovacevic is able to get one behind Garrett, which hasn't happened a whole lot in this tournament, and that's a big one for Alberta. So again, impressive with BC. This is their first period, and they're up 2-1, and a team that really struggled to score goals offensively all tournament long now has 2 in the first period. Alberta, I was also impressed with their first period because, like you said, Noah, that last half of that first frame was all Alberta. They outshot them 10-3 in the period. Alberta just kept coming. And if you're going to beat Mitchell Garrett, you got to throw pucks toward the net. That's exactly what they did, and we'll see if that can work for them here in this second frame.
Well, we'll see if Team Alberta can maintain their momentum into this second frame, and they'll win possession off the face-off draw. And throw that puck up the near side. Thorowski coming in contact with LaBrosse, and Mapes will dump it just across the Team Alberta blue line. To center, Thorowski couldn't catch that pass. And LaBrosse will throw it to the far side. Pellizzari with speed's gonna get there first. Drops it back for Molnar, but he went a little too far ahead and will dump that puck in behind the Team Alberta goal. Sisson trying to fight off Pellizzari to get this puck out. He loses out, and LaBrosse shot right on. A good save from Reitfeld in goal for Team Alberta. And finally, the team in blue will get that puck out of their zone. At center now, Wieneman running into LaBrosse as he tries to send that puck in deep. Mapes will come out and clear that puck, but only as far as Sisson. Sisson across the blue line, fires right on. A good save from Garrett. Couldn't control that rebound, but Hurst there just in front of his netminder will clear that puck out of danger.
Well, Alberta coming right where they left off in the first period, and they're buzzing here early on and testing Garrett once again early in the frame as Garrett will leave that one at the side of his goal. And here's Pellizzari back onto the ice for BC.
So some changes for both sides, and Pellizzari will pick it up on the near side. He's able to skip past Thompson, leave it for a sink. Hurst trying to get it in on goal, and Kovacevic was there in the back check. Will knock him off the puck into the corner. Tops trying to ring it around. It took a deflection and will hold up on the far side hash. Tops for Team Alberta. A good stretch pass will find Kovacevic through center. Micah Kovacevic, the lone goal scorer for Alberta. His shot deflected by the blocker of Garrett and over top of the goal. And Rifford will collect the rebound and throw it up the near side. It's going to go all the way down for an icing unless Hartley can get there first. He won't. So we'll come back inside the Team BC zone just to the right of Mitchell Garrett.
Well, one more game after this one. 18 of 18 coming up. 11:30 start is scheduled for the gold medal. Corbin Watson and Team Ontario looking to take one over Team Quebec and Jonathan Dagg, and those have been 2 of the top players respectively for both their teams and really in this tournament, and that should be an excellent hockey game. And there's another good save right on the earlier part of this tournament. Noah, those 2 teams met in Quebec and Ontario. It was a sold-out arena and a really good game. So we expect the exact same here in the gold medal match coming up at 11:30.
Absolutely, and a really good opportunity on this possession for Alberta, but they'll turn it over to Pellizzari on the near side, and a big collision. Sisson ran into him. Picking up that loose puck, Hartley will get it across the blue line, and back in his own zone is Nippert. Trying to look for Ma on the far side. They're going to wave off icing. So Rivard's going to have to go back behind Garrett in goal and ring that puck around. It'll slow up just in front of the near side dot, and Rose is back for it. That puck's going to squirt loose, and a chance for BC with Sheena Darnley. She loses out, and Nippert able to just clear it to the corner. Hartley in after it below the goal line. Trying to win that puck battle with Rose. He's knocked over, trying to center it in front. Loose puck, and they're going to blow it dead. A very, very quick whistle because that puck was loose in front. Spong was sitting in the crease of Reitveld and had it in between her sled. But that puck was well loose, and if a BC player was there, could have potted an easy third goal. As you see that puck squeak just under Reitfeld's shoulder. But the whistle of the referee will save him this time. As British Columbia pushing back a little bit in this second period. Face-off one back for Team Alberta. As Griffin will find Thompson on the near side. Bieneman streaking through the middle. He'll pick up that pass. Hurst coming across and knocks him off stride. A good defensive play by Brendan Hurst in the back end for BC.
It's just an excellent effort to get back on the back check and able to get the body in front of it and wipe out a chance for Team Alberta. Now maybe a chance here for BC back the other way with 2 on the...
That puck's going to get by Thompson. Sink 2-on-0. Gets it across. Scores! Riley Molnar from the back end makes a rush in front, and the pass cross crease played to perfection by Patrick Asink. And BC extends their lead to 3-1 in this second period.
What a job, and a 2-on-0 to perfection, just like you said, Noah. Excellent, excellent feed across, and hey, how about the finish on the offhand for Riley Molnar, the defenseman hopping up in the play, able to find the way through. And BC, wow, their offense has really come to play here this morning, and for a team, again, that really struggled. Only scored 3 or more goals in one game this tournament, and they already have 3, and we're not even halfway through this hockey game. And also a good sign for BC. They get a goal from somebody other than double twos in Mr. Matteo Pellizzari. So different goal scorer on the board, and a 3-1 now British Columbia lead.
A bit of a cushion now for BC as back the other way. Wiedemann with a shot on Garrett, but he's able to glove that one down for a face-off just to the left of his goal.
Well, and when you have 3, your team BC, and knowing who you have as your last line of defense in goal, you're feeling pretty confident with the 2-goal lead here.
Sisson out of the point, gets that loose puck, fires just wide. Just missing the goal of Garrett to the left, and that puck's gonna pop out. Bieneman will throw it right back in deep behind Garrett, who's coming out to play it. Will drop that off for Rivard. He's bumped hard into the boards by Griffin, trying to win that puck battle down low. Those two fighting in after it. Molnar will clear it out as far as Wiedemann. He holds the line, trying to find Rose, but he couldn't quite reach it and hold that puck in. And Sisson will get checked on the near side by Pellizzari, but does enough to dump that puck in deep. Rivard back on the far side. Hash will skip that puck through.
He's got to
and
go.
a race for it. Pellizzari's going to get there first on Sisson. He lost a stick and will get bumped off by Brendan Sisson. A good defensive play to stop that chance for BC. Wiedemann now just across center ice. Floats that puck into the middle, a 2-on-1 chance if they hurry. Sisson 1-on-1 with a sink, and Peggy Asink able to throw him off stride, and back and comes Brendan Hurst, able to knock Sisson off the puck. Tops his shot just wide of the goal.
That was a massive collision in the offensive zone of BC. So that's going to go for icing. I wonder if we have another look at that hit, because he got absolutely rocked just out from the BC net. Let's take a look at it. Watch this.
Sisson just able to find a little bit of space and coming across. Hurst on the back end, a great back check to stop that chance for Brendan Sisson. And we talked a lot about Pellizzari, we saw just on your screen, but Brendan Hurst has been just as good on defense for Team BC. And one of the real reasons why British Columbia are up in this game and have been successful in past matches. That puck's going to skip in on Garrett, and Pellizzari's just going to let him hold that puck for a face-off with 8:28 left in the second period.
Well, we had the honor of talking to Matteo Pellizzari's mom just before the game, Noah, and she made a point to come over and she wanted to talk to us for a bit about the coverage this weekend, and greatly appreciate it. But also she said it's so cool because she's like, we're not really supposed to be here. She said relatively we're a new team and really no expectations for them. But again, Noah, yeah, they're in this third place game, but realistically, we're within a goal of playing for gold here as a newer team and a younger team. So again, it's just been a really fun weekend of hockey, and the underdog stories, you love them, as there's another glove saved by Mitchell Garrett. And it's just been great all weekend being around the rink since Thursday, here all day. We've covered 17, almost 18 full games, and just the amount of gratitude people have, the excitement people have, and the love people have for the game, it's really nice to see.
Yeah, and one thing she noted about Team British Columbia is not a lot of them have played together so far from different provinces playing for British Columbia in this tournament, and just the success they've had, and now leading in this bronze medal match. But like you said, we're inches away from being in the gold medal game that will come later this morning against Quebec, as they lost in that shootout to Ontario. And what a game that was, and what an amazing effort from this newly bred team, and they should be very proud of how they finished, or how they've played so far in this tournament, and are looking to finish hopefully with a medal around their neck.
Well, and they had Team O on the ropes both times they played them. A 2-1 loss in the round robin and a 1-0 loss in a shootout, as only one shooter able to score on the shootout for both teams combined of 6 shots. So again, BC went toe-to-toe with one of the best, and they should be very proud of what they've accomplished here this weekend.
Griffin will throw that puck into the BC zone, and back for it on the near side is LaBrosse. He's running to the boards by Kovacevic, and he'll regain possession in the offensive zone. Micah Kovacevic, the Team Alberta captain and Team Canada member at the World's last weekend. Griffin with a chance in front. Wiedemann just wide. What an opportunity to dwindle this lead for Alberta, as Wiedemann already 2 goals on the tournament. Couldn't find the net this time. A sink. Probing through his own zone, will try and flip that puck out. It's rolling on the blue line, and will just finally get out, as Hartley was able to clear, but only as far as Kovacevic. Here's Thompson with speed on the left side. Garrett blocker save, and cleared out in front by Titmarsh.
Oh, there's Mitchell Garrett once again, last line of defense for BC. Team Alberta's not gone away, though. I still think, yeah, BC's up 3-1, but if you're looking at the game overall, I think Team Alberta's had the better offensive opportunities. They've had more zone time overall.
Flurries of shots on Garrett, who has been able to set them aside so far with a little under 6 minutes left in this second period. And we knew that coming in, it was going to be hard to beat him. The only goal coming from Micah Kovacevic was a bad bounce that got in behind Garrett, but a chance in front, tipped on goal. What a play by Patrick Asink, after the point shot from Molnar was going well wide. Parked in front, the assistant captain for Team BC gets number 4, and wow, how about that redirect, Alec? Fooled Reitfeld in goal, and now a 3-goal lead in this second period for British Columbia.
Wow. BC came to play this morning. What a tip out front. You're exactly right. No chance for Reitfeld as that puck redirected right out front of his crease. BC is rolling now up 4-1. And like I said earlier, you think one is enough for BC. They have a 3-goal lead now.
Well, and we thought after that surge in the later half of the first period from Alberta would continue into the second, and it has. They just haven't been able to convert like BC has done in this second period, and now another double goal in the second frame. Kovacevic a chance off the crossbar and will go up and out of play. So again, Alberta with chances just cannot turn it into goals on the scoreboard.
Well, and Alberta, again, they have opportunities. I think that actually hit a part of Garrett and then off the crossbar. Garrett able to get a piece of that puck. Again, BC, the least opportunities in this hockey game, but they're making the most of it, right? They're getting outshot right now. They're getting out-zoned right now. But they have a rush down there, and they're able to find the back of the net almost every time, it seems. And now they got 3 different goal scorers in this game and a 4-1 lead for, you know, Mitchell Garrett, who hasn't allowed more than 2 goals in this weekend.
So another big stop from Garrett as he's able to get a piece of that Kovacevic drive on goal, and all smiles for him right now as he gets his equipment fixed up for the face-off just right of his goal. And that puck's going to be clear just out by Titmarsh. Toms couldn't keep it in. He's shadowed by Pellizzari and will have to throw that one just inside the BC zone. Titmarsh gonna drop that one off for Molnar. Molnar scorching in the zone. We'll drop it off Pellizzari in the high slot. Couldn't get the shot off, he does, and Reitfeld down, a good save. With the outstretched arm of number 33 in between the pipes for Alberta, Tyson Reitfeld.
Well, Reitfeld needed that one, and it's an excellent save for the Team Alberta netminder, and get him a little bit of confidence back. That's a nice save again. Sprawling way too much ice. Alberta's giving Pellizzari. You cannot give a guy like that with the weapons he has that much ice. It was a nice drop feed back as he rolled right into slot and had an open look at the net. But again, nice save from Reitfeld. He needed it.
Possession won by Alberta off the ensuing face-off, and a sink in after that puck. Sisson will drop it in back behind his goal, and Griffin's gonna pick that one up. Able to chip it by Darnley and now start the breakout for Alberta, but that puck hits the back of the sled of a sink, and trying to stretch through to Griffin was King, but that pass disconnected. Sisson will play that puck through center. Held up at the red line by LaBrosse. Sisson now back in his own zone, will stride through the neutral zone with speed. Here's Brendan Sisson for Alberta. Able to get by LaBrosse. Cutting inside, knocked off by Hartley, and Sisson looking for a penalty but won't get it. As down in the far right corner, Griffin checked there by Darnley. Rivered in there for BC, trying to poke that puck loose. Wieneman will collect it. Has King in front, centering pass, blocked. LaBrosse got down, and that puck never made it to Garrett. Another chance, Wieneman fanned on the shot, and BC catches another break, but Alberta continues the pressure in the offensive zone. Griffin just able to keep it inside. King spinning around, will lose out and revert. We'll throw that one into center, and Toms is back for Team Alberta. We'll start back out across center into the BC zone. Here's Toms weaving in and out, scores! Braden Toms for Alberta cuts the lead to 2 goals as a big one for Alberta. They get another chance at it on Garrett, and Toms this time makes no mistake, weaving in and out on Rivard. Able to find the right side of the goal on Mitchell Garrett, who couldn't get the blocker down in time. In a high-scoring game, it's 4-2 now still in favor of BC.
It's a massive one for Team Alberta, and now they're right back in this hockey game just like that. And for BC, now I don't think either of us would have expected this game to be 4-2 in the second period. I didn't think we were going to get 4 combined goals to begin with from both squads based on the goaltenders and the way these two teams play. And you mentioned BC back on defense. I think BC's been one of the best structurally defensive teams in this tournament. They're so good in their own zone. They're so good in front of their netminder. But again, well, here we go. Two teams that, you know, don't usually or didn't show a lot of offense this weekend, all of a sudden have 6 combined goals through 2 periods, and we still got a little bit to go here in the second.
So much on the line today as both teams trying to medal this weekend. And Pellizzari already on 2 goals, able to get past Nippert and just lost the handle. And a great play by Reitfeld. Acrobatically will throw that one back behind his goal. Turned over once again, thrown in front, but nobody there as it skips just through the crease of Reitfeld. BC humming once again after conceding. That one trying to lift it over top of Reitfeld, but went all the way up over the goal, and a couple chances for British Columbia late in this first period with 1:30 remaining. Second period, pardon me, and that one thrown in on Reitfeld, and he's able to cover. So how about the surge following that goal on the other end from Tomps as BC have come right back on fire. A chance in front as Mapes had Reitfeld down, but couldn't find that puck underneath the crossbar. But an offensive zone face-off now for BC with 1:21 left in the second frame. Great job by Tim Marsh, able to keep that puck in the zone. Losing a twig, Dorowski, as Hartley wasn't able to keep control of that puck, but River will throw it back in for BC. A minute remaining in this second period. River trying to hold the line against Veneman. He'll win that puck battle and throw it up into the sled of Griffin. Griffin trying to spread the play. Here's Dorowski. He's got Veneman behind him. He'll drop it back, but a good read by a Sink as he deflects that pass before it ever got to number 17 in blue. Titmarsh the other way will drop it off for Hartley. That one too far ahead, and Griffin will pick off that pass. One last chance for either of these teams to get a rush late in the second period. Titmarsh will throw that one in deep. Hillman in after it. Tops will get there first. Hillman, a great forecheck, will win that puck behind the zone. A Sink with time winding down in this second period, drops it off. Titmarsh trying to get it in front. Will scoop it around, looking for the back door, and scores, but it wasn't in time.
Wow. Bang, bang out front, Noah. And Team Alberta's going to dodge a massive bullet. Massive difference between going into the second intermission down 4-2 and 5-2. Let's see, do we have a look at that goal? It was clearly, we heard the horn and the puck then went in the back of the net. Let's take a look, Noah. So here it's around back, and yeah, the horn went. It's about a second or 1.5 ticks too late for BC. But what is happening in this hockey game? BC, a team who, again, we said, yeah, they're a newer team. They haven't played together a lot. All of a sudden, they almost put up a 5 spot through 2 periods of play. 5 goals in 2 periods is almost more than they have in this entire tournament. Luckily for Team Alberta, though, it's a 4-2 lead because that goal was waved off right at the end. But wow, what a hockey game here for this third place. Alberta's just not going away.
Well, it's been goals galore, and like you said, Alberta just keeps humming in continuing from their first period, end of that latter half of that surge near the end, and they score another in that second frame. 4-2, could have been 5-2 if we had an extra second on that clock, but for now we'll head it to the intermission. BC still up 4-2 the score as we head into the third period. In a second, we'll step aside for now. BC looking to get that bronze medal, but Alberta still on their tail here in Port Colborne.
Niagara College programs immerse students with a highly experiential learning environment enhanced by digital technologies. We place students at the center of all that we do. We are Niagara College.
Take a look. Here it comes. Are you ready? Take a look. Hit the floor. Are you ready? Take a look. Gonna break every leg. Take a look. Here it comes. Are you ready? Take a look.
So welcome back inside the Val Health and Wellness Center here for the bronze medal match of the Pool A division for the 2024 National Para Hockey Championships here in Port Colborne. I'm Noel Vogel. He's Alec Murray. That second period was very exciting. We saw a lot of goals, including one that didn't count at the end, but we'll check out the ones that did cross the line and were a good goal. And it was this one from Molnar. And a great 2-on-0 pass and a perfect play. We saw that hit as well to stop that chance for Sisson, and Molnar not only getting a goal but getting assists, returning it right back to a sink to get the fourth for BC. And it was this one from Toms which cut the lead down to 2, just able to beat Mitchell Garrett. And then that one near the end of the period, Alec, that was just called off, as there just wasn't enough time for it to cross the line. A great play by Titmarsh to get it in front, but time had already expired, so we sit at 4-2 the scoreline. BC ahead on Alberta, looking to medal this weekend. Still lots to play for, the final 15 for both of these teams. And a reminder to come later this morning, the 11:30 puck drop will be the gold medal game, Ontario versus Quebec. But for now, we'll see who will place third at this National Para Hockey Championship weekend. Happy long weekend, everyone watching from home, as we get started with another Mitchell Garrett save.
Well, he's been tested early in each of the beginning of each period, and he starts the third off with a save for BC. A high-scoring affair, something we didn't think we would get in this hockey game, Noah, but 4-2 could have been lots more. As there's Pellizzari down, he's got 2 for BC.
The speed able to create a chance in front, shot right on off the bottom of the crossbar, but didn't cross the goal line. Right fell down and out, but that puck will get cleared. I don't know how that puck didn't cross the line.
I thought that was barred in, if I'm being honest with you. It dropped right in behind the netminder of Reitfeld. We'll get a look at it at our next stoppage. Oh my goodness, though. BC is rolling here on offense.
Ben Mapes left wide open, and he was able to beat Reitfeld, but couldn't beat the top of the crossbar, as that one just stays out for now. Molnar plays that puck forward, but the pass is picked off by Kovacevic. The Sink winning that puck battle back. Veneman in on him. He'll lay it off. Hurst coming in from the neutral zone will drop it off for Pellizzari. Drops it off once again. Return pass for Pellizzari. Will pick it up in behind the goal line. A Sink.
Fast-paced start for both of these squads here to begin the third period, and
we're gonna get a penalty.
Yep.
It's gonna be a head contact, and it's gonna go against Nippard.
This is gonna be tough for Alberta, because now they're gonna have to kill one off, and the next goal is a very, very big one in this game. It changes it 2 tides, and BC's either gonna really put this one away with a goal here, or Alberta is gonna kill it off and still be within 2. But I guess with the way things have been going in this hockey game, a 5-2 lead isn't really anything to fret. But again, Mitchell Garrett in goal, and you know, it's hard to get 1 or 2 by him to begin with, let alone 4 or 5.
So Devin Nippard will head to the penalty box for Alberta and put BC on the player advantage after almost making it 5-2 early in this third period. And so Alberta's gonna have to send 2 to the box, as the head contact will leave Nippard in the sin bin for 10 minutes, but only the 2-minute minor that will be up on the board. So Veneman will serve that penalty. So up at the draw, it'll be a Sink against Brendan Sisson. Out there for BC Alec will be the top line. Pellizzari, Rivard, Hartley in front of the goal.
Well, it only took BC a total of 7 or 8 seconds on that first power play, Noah, to be able to find one. That was Pellizzari with his second, and they're 1-for-1 on the man advantage here. Now some issues over at the penalty box. See Corbin Watson down along the far glass there, getting ready for what will be a very, very good gold medal game between Team O and Team Quebec. Starting to get locked in down on the far side boards there, as it'll be cleared right off the bat.
Sisson able to get that puck down and kill about 15 seconds on this power play for BC. Hartley going to start this possession offensively. He'll win that puck back on the near side hash, but he lost the stick trying to throw that one on goal, and Ma's going to send it all the way down in on Mitchell Garrett. He'll drop that one off for Rivard. Looking rink wide to Hartley, and it's going to go all the way past him and down for an icing. So a slow start on this player advantage for BC. Only 1:12 left in the power play after the Devin Nippard head contact penalty. So BC back in their own zone. It'll be a sink against Sisson on the draw with 12:25 left in this third period. A 4-2 para-hockey game as Alberta's going to try and come back in this game. Kovacevic will waste some time and throw that one back in the BC zone. Both teams looking to medal this weekend in this bronze medal pool A match here on the final Sunday in Port Colborne. Rivard gonna throw that one up. It's gonna drop perfectly for a sink, but just out of his reach as Kovacevic comes across in front of Reitfeld and will clear that up the far side. Sisson is gonna have a break here. He's one-on-one with Rivard. Short-handed, and a great check there from number 16 in white. A great defensive play to stop that chance for Sisson. 20 seconds left on the power play for BC. As Wieneman waiting in the box, serving that penalty for Nippard. Dropping it back, a sink in the high slot, blocked in front, didn't reach Reitfeld. And will be sent back into the corner, and that's it for the penalty kill for Alberta. Wieneman back on the ice. Peggy Asink back in her own zone, will circle in just behind the goal line and look for a pass forward, but she turns it over. Here's Kovacevic. He just lost it in behind him. Wieneman out of the penalty box, drops it for Ma, straight on, and Garrett got across and got down to make another big stop. A little over 4 minutes into this third period.
Excellent chance for Team Alberta as they're able to kill that power play off, and right out front, but again, Mitchell Garrett right there to shut it down. A 10:50 to go here in this third period in a 4-2 Team BC lead.
So even strength now. It'll be offensive zone face-off for Alberta. They win it cleanly. Back to Wieneman. Just high and wide, looking for that top left corner. He had Garrett beat, but couldn't find the net. Rivard back behind his goal line. He's stopped there by Sisson, who's trying to win that puck battle, but he'll get back behind Pellizzari. He lost it in behind his sled. Losing a stick in the progress, and that pass looking for Tops on the far side. Skips through the Alberta D-man. It'll go all the way back into their zone. Having to regroup now. They'll throw it up to the near side, kept in by BC. As Mapes trying to hold that puck in. Shot right on, and a good glove save after the point blast. Finds the glove of Tyson Reitfeld.
Well, Another good save for the Alberta netminder. And pressure's on him in this one because, again, he can't see another one go by him, as it's a stare right up into our souls up here in the press box from Tyson Reitfeld in goal for Alberta.
He's locked in this game and already conceded 4, but has been excellent, made a lot of big saves. It could have been quite more for BC, but here's Kovacevic the other way, trying to get Alberta back into this game, has Skiffington in front, will go alone, and just wide of the goal.
Just missed on that near side post.
Trying to beat Garrett Clough's side, but couldn't find the net. Titmarsh will clear the lines for BC, and that puck's going to float all the way down. Doesn't have enough. Reitfeld will come out and claim that. Puts it in its own goal. What an unlucky situation as Reitfeld came outside of his crease to play that puck, but Ma got in front of it, and BC gets a goal gifted.
That is a heartbreaker if you're Alberta, and just unlucky. Oh,
Heartbreaking.
you hate to see that. That is such a tough bounce for Team Alberta.
Just a miscommunication as Alana Ma was trying to take that puck in behind Reitfeld, and the puck just deflecting off her stick and inside of her own goal. So Alberta now down 3, 5-2 BC leads, and they've dug themselves a hole here. So off the draw, it'll be Kovacevic to hold it for Alberta. Lots to do if they're going to want to come back in this bronze medal game. Hartley trying to poke that one loose. Will get it as far as Rose, who will dump that puck in the far side. Back for it behind Mitchell. Garrett is rivered. Will clear it up the near side, but kept in by Sisson. He's fighting for it. In a good battle with Darnley. Kovacevic able to poke that puck loose. Has a man in front. Finds him. Wieneman. I think Hartley got in front of that shot. It would have been a hard one to save for Mitchell Garrett, but Xander Hartley, who had a goal disallowed in that second period, now on the defensive end gets a body in front and makes a good save in front of Mitchell Garrett.
Well, again, Team Alberta trying to push back here as time not on their side now in this third period. And once again, it's Kovacevic. That's their guy. It's a great feed out front. Even better way to get across and able to cover that. And I think one of the wildest parts is yesterday when Mitchell Garrett came up here to talk to you, Noah, and you mentioned how great of a guy he was, an even better person than he is a player. And the fact that he doesn't have full movement in his core area, if you put me in that sled or you in that sled, we would not be able to move at all like he can move in that goal. And the two of us have full movement in our core. It's truly, truly amazing, Mitchell Garrett, how quick he's able to move post to post and get to those loose pucks. And it's just amazing. There's not really any other words to kind of describe it after we heard that yesterday. It's really just truly amazing.
Just a spectacular person and human being, and what a player he's been for BC all weekend long as that shot from Kovacevic goes wide.
Okay, so here's a question for you, Noah. You got to pick an MVP this tournament. Is it Mitchell Garrett or is it Matteo Pellizzari? Or do you go 50-50 and cut the prize in half?
You know, I'm not sure if that's allowed, but that's a really hard decision because Mitchell Garrett was the reason why they were in that game against Ontario and why it went to a shootout in the first place. But Matteo Pellizzari has shown today why he is such a prolific goal scorer for British Columbia, so could really be a toss-up. But if I had to pick anyone, I'm going to take Mitchell Garrett just for his incredible goaltending all weekend long. But do not take anything away from Matteo Pellizzari. He's had an amazing tournament as well. Here's Thompson across the blue line. He's already got a goal this game. looking for his second, and he got it stuck in between his sleds, so Asinka coming across and bump him off the puck, but still there loose as Thorowski picks it up just on the far side hash.
I think I'd have to agree with you as well. I would have to lean more towards Mitchell Garrett, and again, BC doesn't have any offense this weekend really without Matteo Pellizzari. He's either the one putting it in the back of the net or the one developing the play, but you're exactly right. Without the goaltending they've gotten this weekend of Mitchell Garrett, they are, you know, they're in this game still, but they probably don't have the weekend that they do.
And that play is going to knock the net off behind Reitfeld as Rose knocks off his own goal, so we get a face-off outside of the Alberta blue line, just with 6:40 left in this third period, and a 5-2 lead for BC, who are looking to be in the driver's seat to win this bronze medal here this weekend in Port Colborne of the 2024 National Para Hockey Championship. As Kovacevic trying to weave his way through the neutral zone. That one dropped. Wiedemann has a chance in on Garrett. He shoots. Blocker save. Rebound. Sisson had a chance at it, but River got in front, and the shot goes just wide. Rose able to keep that puck in the zone, but trying to find Kovacevic, and he brought it across the blue line for an offside. What another great opportunity as that puck skipped out for Wiedemann, who has a pair of goals in this tournament, but this time was shut down by the greatness of Mitchell Garrett in goal. As off the ensuing face-off, Spong trying to play that one through center. She'll turn it over. Sisson couldn't reach that puck, and here's Pellizzari. Fires that one just wide of Reitfeld in goal. And it's going to roll just in front of the Alberta netminder, and he's going to cover that up for a face-off. And some calls coming in from the bench, as not sure what was going on, as the referee had still not blown the whistle as Reitfeld had that puck covered. But it will now be a face-off just to the right of the Team Alberta goal.
5:50 left in this game, and time really not on the side of Team Alberta here in this one. And Alberta in danger of, you know, making the trip down this weekend as, you know, one of the supposed teams that could make a run for that championship. And now they're on the verge of not even winning a game this weekend. And it's not because they haven't played up to it. They've just not been able to score at the pace they would like to. And BC, a team who can't, you know, hasn't had the best luck scoring either in this tournament, but they've had luck against Team Alberta. 4 in the first time they played each other, now 5. They've got, you know, 9 goals here this weekend alone against Team Alberta.
It's going to be offside at the BC blue line as Skiffington had a sled in before the puck. And you're exactly right, just a bit of a disappointing weekend for Alberta so far. They've struggled to score on offense, and like you said, still not have won a game. They had that match in the round robin against BC where they were leading for a majority of the game and ended up losing in the final minutes. But with time winding down in this third period, it's really now or never for the team in blue. We're going to need at least 3 goals to send this to some extra time if they want to try and come back and win this bronze medal game. And I believe Reitfeld is going to come out.
He was pointing that shoulder to the official there after the whistle. I didn't see what happened. Maybe it's just lingering or something. What's going on here? But he is going to make his way off the ice and to the bench. And that last save did look a little bit awkward as he had bodies in front, and I don't know if he maybe twisted when it turned or what went on, but again, it was after the play, and he kind of made a gesture to the official and said, I don't think I can continue, so we're going to have a little bit of a break here with 5:20 to go, and we're going to see the backup netminder for Team Alberta come in, and Francis Patia will get dressed up and make his way into this hockey game.
Well, Tyson Reifeld has started every game for Alberta so far this weekend. Petit has come in relief for a couple of games. He played that third period in the game against Quebec in the semifinal, where Alberta took quite the thumping.
It's a tough one.
After they scored 8 unanswered goals on Tyson Reifeld, but this time he's gonna step out for a different reason. Seems to be in some discomfort. So once we get Francis Petit ready, we will continue play here at the 2024 National Para Hockey Championships in Port Colborne at the Val Health and Wellness Center. You see there on your screen a little smile from Mitchell Garrett.
Starting to taste it over there in goal for Team BC. They're starting to feel it here with 5:20 to go on a very nice 3-goal lead. He likes this song, I think, too. That's a great
He's
shot.
having a great time during this break. A nice little breather for the BC netminder.
Locked in with, I don't even know what the title of this song is called. Don't Stop Thinking About Tomorrow. As we take a look here at this last save, and let's see if we can see anything awkward from the netminder Reifeld. And little grimace after he kind of fell back on that near post. And it's a little bit of a process to get the backup goaltender, you know, all set up and into that sled and strapped up. And we are in a little bit of a delay here in Port Colborne, but again, this has been an excellent hockey game, an excellent weekend of hockey overall, Noah. We started back on Thursday. We did 6 on Thursday. We came back Friday, another 6. We came back yesterday for 4. We're here for 2. Game 17 of 18 on the weekend. And we could give a quick shout out right now to Niagara College for sponsoring this tournament. And if you're watching back at home, the reason you're able to watch back at home, Noah, is because of all this excellent coverage. Dutch and crew do an amazing job, and we know it firsthand, but for the people watching back at home, you're getting that firsthand. And Niagara College, a huge shout out to the BRTF program and Dutch, and what an outstanding job. Top tier and the best for broadcasting in Canada and in maybe North America. A little bit of bias there for myself and you, of course. Noah, you're still in the program. I'm a former graduate of Niagara College, and it's all volunteer this weekend. You don't know how much work goes into setting everything up, how much behind the scenes work that goes on. And you know, Dutch doesn't sleep. I don't know how he does it, but the excellent kids here this weekend, second years, third years, it's all volunteer. Everything here is volunteer. They've come during their long weekend so that we could bring this coverage to you, whether you're in Alberta, whether you're out in BC, wherever you may be, in Quebec. And so again, a huge shout out to Dutch and Niagara College as we're back underway here, Noah.
Wieneman with a chance as Petit is now ready and in the Team Alberta goal, so we can continue play here for the final 5 minutes of this bronze medal match of the Pool A division between BC and Alberta. As British Columbia leading 5-2 in this pair hockey game. Sisson back behind his goal, will take that one in front. Dangerous play as a sink was there to body him off the puck, but Sisson wins it right back and will dump it across center.
I'm getting roasted now by another former Niagara College grad. I'll let you take this and we'll talk about it when we get a stoppage here in play, Noah.
A sink, trying to center it in front, and Petit got down, making a good save. The rebound was out, but Sisson comes away with it. Trying to play that puck forward, but getting there first is LeBros back for BC. Knocked over at center as Sisson able to take that puck away off the bench. Belazar able to find a sink. Can he get up to speed? Knocked off by Rose, trying to get the shot off. A good battle in front, still in front. Save off the side of the post. Hurst now trying to corral that puck, throws it into the middle, and Sisson will come away with it. Kovacevic now through the neutral zone. Weaving his way through a couple of BC players, but he's knocked off by Hurst. Kovacevic able to hold that puck on the near side. Will throw it in front to Griffin. He's stripped of the puck, and Molnar will start out for BC. Here's Pellizzari on the far side. Shot right on, just wide, as Patia was holding that near post, and Pellizzari trying to complete that hat trick. He's back in after the puck. Rose behind his net for it. Knocked over by Pellizzari with 3 minutes left in this third period. BC can smell the bronze now. River able to hold the line, knocked off by King. Battle for it on the far side hash, right in front of that penalty box. River bumped again. Griffin trying to win that puck. It'll finally squirt loose, and Kovacevic is going to play it to the near side. Here comes Skiffington, able to beat to the puck, gets the shot off just wide. As in a battle there with Titmarsh, was falling over, able to get that shot loose, but just wide of Mitchell Garrett in goal. Here's a chance now the other way. Pellizzari streaking. Ma trying to get back for Team Alberta. Pellizzari on Patia, high and wide. As Matteo Pellizzari still looking for that third goal in the game for BC. Played forward by Hurst, but gets reaped by Ma. Once again, a breakaway for Pellizzari around Patia. What a save, rebound in front, open cage. And finished off by Ben Mapes.
He hit the tab after he tucked that one in. Let's take a look at that replay.
Patia shaking his head. What a save on that original play from Pellizzari, who can't believe he still hasn't got that third goal, but will pick up the assist on this play. Thought about scooping it up and over. The rebound wide open for Mapes.
Watch this.
And what about the Selly? Oh, yeah.
Oh, what a job. And again, you love to see these kids having fun with it. And that will put the final nail in this one with 1:30 to go. BC a 6-piece here in the bronze medal game, and all smiles from their most likely MVP this weekend. And Mitchell Garrett, we talked about Mitchell Garrett singing earlier. We're showing our youngness, and apparently we're very uncultured. Spencer Tangay, he's tuned in here in Port Colborne. Port Colborne legend, Spencer Tangay.
Oh, wow.
By the way. Fleetwood Mac, don't stop. So that's where we're at. Shout out to Spence tuning in here in Port Colborne, about a couple of minutes away from the rink. Probably still laying in bed after last night. We love the support here in Port Colborne. It's been an excellent weekend of hockey, and BC can really look back and smile on this weekend, Noah. And again, right off the hop Thursday, they didn't know what to expect from this team. Very young, they hadn't competed together very often. We knew they had a star goaltender in Mitchell Garrett, and we didn't know how big of a star he was until after we watched him play that first game. And BC was in every single game they played this weekend because of that kid in goal and Mitchell Garrett. And they're going to bring home a bronze medal here. And really, people didn't expect them to really, you know, do a whole ton. They said they were happy to be here, and they were glad to be a part of this weekend. As look at Mitchell Garrett down in goal. He is fired up right now, and that's just a great, great scene down in the net for BC. Is pure raw emotion from Garrett, the British Columbia netminder, with 10 ticks remaining here, Noah.
So British Columbia will make their way down to Port Colborne and come away with a medal of bronze here at the 2024 National Parahockey Championship. Mitchell Garrett in goal, the hero of the tournament. and he's ecstatic as BC comes away with the win this morning and will win bronze here at the Val Health and Wellness Center.
That's just raw emotion from Mitchell Garrett, and what a moment for this BC team who, you know, probably had the farthest travel out of everybody this weekend, all the way down from British Columbia with their star netminder and the team around him. And Mitchell Garrett, what a tournament for that young man. And for Alberta, it really a tough weekend for them. But take a look at this right now. Mitchell Garrett, what a leader. Again, you talk about his personality off the ice, and it's almost better than the player he is, which says a lot because he is a very good netminder. And you take a look at him there, and it was his weekend. What a weekend for 3-0 in goal. And what a personality as he looks up to the fans who made the trip down from BC. Takes a peek up here at us at the broadcast booth. And what a moment for that young man. And British Columbia, what a job here. A 6th spot against Alberta. I've said it 4 times on this broadcast. I didn't expect a 6th piece from
No, we didn't,
BC.
not at all.
But again, they were led by Pellizzari, who had the first 2, and then they spread it out a little bit throughout the offense. But again, what a job by Team British Columbia.
So 6-2 the final score, British Columbia over Team Alberta. And we talked about the team MVPs. That's one, of course, sponsored by Blade Tech, who we've seen here all weekend. They've had their concession stand just outside of Rink 1 here at the Val Health and Wellness Center. So we'll see who comes away with that, but our prediction so far for Team BC is going to be Mitchell Garrett. And of course, the team MVP will receive brand new blades from Blade Tech, and thank you to them for sponsoring this entire weekend and their work they've done to help make this happen. As we'll send it down to ice level for the MVPs and the medal ceremony for the bronze medal winner here in Port Colborne, as BC comes away with the bronze. A 6-2 the final over Team Alberta.
Blade Tech Hockey, located in Toronto, provides high-tech hockey skate blades and para-hockey sled blades that are significantly proven to provide a speed boost. Blade Tech has generally donated 7 pairs of sled blades to be awarded to each team's most valuable player. First for Alberta, number 17, Matt Wieneman. And for Team British Columbia, number 21, Brendan Hurst. Thanks to both these players and congratulations on your hard work and accomplishments this tournament. Now time for our bronze medal presentation. Our first presenter is a former Paralympian and World Championship gold medal winner, Olympic bronze medalist, good friend of mine. Please welcome home former Niagara Thunderblades player Kevin Rempel. Joining Kevin is a 5-time Paralympian and gold medalist. Please give a warm welcome to Todd Nicholson. We now ask that Team BC please come forward to accept their medals. Number 21, Brendan Hurst. Number 22, Matteo Palazzari. Number 11, or sorry, number 10, Andy LaBrose. Number 16, Dustin Rivard. Number 17, Christian Titmarsh. Number 2, Riley Molnar. Number 30, Mitchell Garrett. Number 15, Sheena Darnley. Number 8, Xander Hartley. Number 19, number 12, Ben Mapes. And number 9, Jake Hillman. The coaches for Team BC, Ken Garrett, assisted by Gino Palazzari and Donna Cumming. Fans, one more time, let's give it up for Team BC and Team Alberta here in the bronze medal game. Coming up in 40 minutes will be our gold medal game against Team Ontario and Team Quebec. That's coming up in 40 minutes time. Stay tuned.
Well, what a moment there you see at center ice. The Team Canada members, Micah Kovacevic and Mitchell Garrett. And what a special moment for us. We got to share that amazing moment with Mitchell Garrett, who looked up to us in the press box, and you just see the smile on his face. He's so happy after the result today. Team BC able to take down Alberta 6-2, the final score, to win bronze here in Port Colborne for the 2024 National Para-Hockey Championship. But now we'll take a look at the recap from some of those highlights of that third period, and it was really all BC in this game. Alberta had some stints, especially in that first and second period, but the third was all British Columbia. We saw that penalty early on, the head contact from Nippard, which put Alberta on the power play. And like we said, a final score of 6-2 for BC in this game, and it could have been more for Alberta. They had plenty of chances, but Mitchell Garrett in goal. This just, what an unlucky play for Ma and Tyson Reitfeld, putting it in their own net, but the BC netminder was strong all game, only conceding twice. as Sink had a couple of chances after Patia came in for Reitveld in relief. But this goal kept it all off the wide open cage for Ben Mapes, leaving this score in the DAP to finish it off. So 6-2 the final. Any final thoughts from you, Alec?
Well, this game wasn't exactly what we thought it was going to be. We thought it was going to be a tight, low-scoring game because of the goaltending and because of the way these two teams play defense. We got the total opposite. We got a low scoring on one side of things, Noel, but again, who would have thought BC would have put up 6 goals? And again, BC's played really good. Their strength obviously is back in goal and in their back end. That's where they are the best structurally. BC absolutely dominated on offense, and I thought Alberta was the better team throughout the first half of the game. They generated more opportunities, they had more time on attack, but again, Mitchell Garrett, and he was outstanding as he was all weekend long. The star of the show for BC, and he hauls it to a bronze medal for them. For Alberta, it's really just a difficult weekend. You want to kind of put this behind you, take in the experience, how fun it was here in Ontario this weekend for them. They were unable to get a win, but again, BC just really wanted this one more at the end of the day, and Mitchell Garrett capped it all off. And you saw the shots of Mitchell Garrett after, just pure raw emotion from that kid, and so excited for his team. You can tell he's a leader. You can tell everybody around him looks up to him, and he doesn't wear a C or an A, but you know that guy is the heartbeat of that team. And like you said, we got to know him a little bit yesterday, and just how amazing of a person he is just translate on the ice as well. You love to play for him, and you just know those teammates would do anything for that kid in goal. So congratulations to BC, and again, Mitchell Garrett on their bronze medal, and a big one coming up at 11:30.
You're exactly right, and what a leader Mitchell Garrett is as he led his team to a bronze medal this weekend, but we still got one more game to go. Myself, Noah Vogel, Alec Murray will have the call on that one at 11:30 puck drop. It'll be Ontario versus Quebec for the gold medal game, but for now, we'll step aside. 6-2, BC beats Alberta to win the bronze medal here in Port Colborne.